Okay, what I like to do is I like to go over some mounting techniques for narrow web label presses. And I'm speaking to you from North Carolina, A&T State University in the state of North Carolina. And I'm in a classroom adjacent to the lab. So I brought into the classroom some materials, including a mounter and cylinder and tape and stuff, and we'll go over that list in a little bit. But I wanted to come into the classroom here because it would be a little bit quieter, and I wanted to illustrate a few things that I'll be actually doing before I do them. So what I'm going to go over is, first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to mount a cylinder. Mount a plate on a cylinder, okay? Now, when I do that, I'm going to go over some things and what I look for. And the good news is that we're not in a perfect environment right here. We're in a classic environment where things are not perfect. So as I encounter these imperfections, I'm going to point out to them and tell you how I handle them. For example, there are scores or burrs on these cylinders, and I'm going to deburr the cylinder before I actually mount on it. So I'm going to mount a plate. Now, the plate that we're going to be mounting first is a plate that will end up with very little, if any, gap where the plate ends come back around. Because of this, we're going to have a challenge as far as to the plate edge lifting. So I'm going to do, after we do that one, and we'll do everything we can, I'm going to actually cut this plate, and I'm going to mount it around another way where the plate will actually come up short. And we'll be able to do some treatment to the edge of the plates that I think you're going to find pretty helpful in those circumstances. In the circumstance where the plate ends come very, very, very close together, about the best you can do is count on the adhesive of the tape and the edge of this plate holding everything down. When you have some room, we can do things that we'll talk about, including applying an edge sealant to the edge of the plate or a actual tape to hold the plate down. So we'll talk about that. So after I mount a plate, we're going to talk about sealing the edge, and we're going to talk about taping down the edge. Okay? So we're going to have that. The first one will probably not involve any of that. It's a very common scenario.